You have been trying to tire your dog out, and somehow it never seems to happen. Welcome to The Dog Who Asked for More, the podcast for dog parents navigating real life behavior struggles, reactivity, anxiety, and all of the hard parts no one prepares you for. Each week, you'll get training, enrichment, and nutrition strategies through honest, grounded conversations that help you understand your dog, support their needs, and build the bond you've always dreamed of. I'm Em, a dog trainer and canine nutritionist that works with overwhelmed dog parents who love their dogs deeply but feel stuck, burned out, or unsure what their dogs actually need. And today we're going to talk about 3 things that tend to come up when a dog is labeled as high energy. In this episode, we'll talk about what often gets missed when anxiety shows up as constant movement, why doing more doesn't always lead to calm, and what can change when you stop trying to burn something off and start noticing how your dog copes. This is one of the hardest patterns to sit with, usually because it comes from love. You are not ignoring your dog. You are not being lazy. You're trying to help. So you walk more, you play longer, you add training, you add enrichment, you keep adding and adding and adding and adding because you've been told a tired dog is a good dog. But what I keep seeing and what I've lived was that some dogs don't calm down when they're tired. They unravel. You might recognize this. The more you do, the more frantic your dog seems. They're more wired. They're less able to rest. And then the doubt starts to creep in. Am I not doing enough? Did I choose the wrong dog? Why does this feel so much harder than it's supposed to? I remember thinking my dog just needed more outlets, more stimulation, more movement. What I didn't understand was that Fitz's body wasn't asking for output, it was asking for relief. There was a moment where I realized I wasn't living with a high energy dog. I was living with an anxious dog. For me, that showed up most clearly with Fitz. I had done everything I was told to do. Long walks, dog parks, play sessions, training stacked on top of training. And instead of settling, he became more reactive, more restless, more unable to just exist. I remember the heaviness of realizing that the things I thought were helping weren't. Not because I didn't care, but because I didn't know what I was looking at yet. Toby taught me something totally different. He didn't want more. He wanted less. Less pressure, less expectation, and more permission to just opt out. For a long time, I treated Fitz anxiety like excess energy and Toby's sensitivity like it was something to manage around. But nothing needed fixing in any of those moments. They just needed listening. And that's when I realized this wasn't an exercise problem. It was an emotional one. So when I think about dogs who are labeled high energy, this is often what they're asking for underneath it all. I don't need to burn this off. I need help feeling safe enough to rest. Here's your final question for contemplation. What might feel different if your dog's rest mattered more than their output? If this episode stirred something in you, guilt, relief, grief, you are not alone. Many of us did what we were told. Many of us tried harder when things got worse. That doesn't make you wrong. It means you were listening, just without the full picture yet. So be kind, spread joy, and remember, sometimes the most loving thing you can offer your dog is less. Thanks for listening to The Dog Who Asks for More. If feeding your dog feels stressful, confusing, or like you're constantly second-guessing yourself, you are not alone. I work with so many dog parents who feel stuck at mealtime, all worried that they're getting it wrong. That's why I created the Mini Bowl Blueprint, a free, simple guide with 3 realistic swaps that you can make right now to support digestion, reduce overwhelm, and bring more calm and confidence back into feeding. You'll find the link in the episode description. Go grab your copy and start making mealtime easier today. New episodes drop every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'll see you next time.